My first test with the Rode mic, the Rode Stereo Pro microphone. Hi my friends, it's January the 29th, 2021, and we've had great news here for Redcliffe. The city of Redcliffe has finally got Durian again. I don't believe it, I'm so surprised. You used to be able to buy some semi-frozen Durian in the supermarkets around here up until about 10 years ago. But they never did a good job with them. They'd come in semi-frozen and then they'd put them on the aisles, unrefrigerated, and they'd only last, 2 or 3 days maybe, not long I don't think, before they'd just turn to mush and they'd be garbage. But you could get some good ones, you could still get some good ones if you're quick and if you're lucky. But then they just went out of it, they stopped selling them. And I used to just nag them all the time to get them back in, but they just had no interest in getting them back in again. And, even though the quality wasn't so good, I'd buy 2 or 3 a week. But yeah, and then it's been, it's been 8, 9, 10 years no Durian in the entire city of Redcliffe. And that's just unbelievable, really, to have no Durian here. And finally, a new place has opened up. I'm not gonna tell you who. I can't, because there's just not enough of it yet. There's not enough. So yep, sorry folks, but I'm holding out on you. But yep, a new place has just opened. That's as much of a clue as I'm going to give you. And they've got frozen Durian on the shelves. I can't believe it. And I bought one about 3 or 4 days ago, and it was absolutely superb. It was just absolutely top quality Durian. It's as good as it gets. Mon-Thong, if that's how they pronounce it. Mon-Thong Thai Durian. And it was as good as anything I've eaten in Thailand. It was just perfect Durian. It wasn't sort of half rotten or turning to mush like the supermarkets were selling there, 10 years ago. So it's just been picked to perfection and frozen immediately. And it's got a long shelf life too, as you can see there. Look, it's got almost a 2-year shelf life. I bought it today on the 29th of January 2021, and it's still got until the 11th of next year. The 11th month of next year, if that's written correctly. So yeah, long shelf life. And I'm absolutely stoked, because this is just so good that we finally got this back in Redcliffe. And yeah, if I knew there was a bigger supply, I would happily tell you and share. But I'm sorry. If you love Durian, you've just got to do what I was trying to do, is you've got to nag all these supermarkets and stores to get it in. Because why can't Coles and Woolies stock this stuff? What the hell's the matter with them? They should be stocking this stuff. They were complaining the whole fruit on the shelves in the fruit section was stinky, and some people didn't like it. Well, these come frozen in the supermarket. Just put them in with the ice cream and everything else, all the other frozen stuff. Yeah, you need, if you have any delis or any type of decent food outlets, you should be nagging them to get this stuff in, because it's unbelievably good. And to deny a Durian lover access to Durians, that's just cruel. I just adore this stuff, and even though it's not real cheap, so I think it's about 500 grams. 400 grams, okay. And I paid $14.95 for it. But I'll definitely be back. It's not cheap, but I'll definitely be back. Because I miss this stuff so much. I discovered it a few days ago. And I went back again tonight, and more than half of it is gone already. That's how quickly it's gone off the shelves. So I suspect they're going to have trouble keeping up supply myself. That's my feeling. I just don't know if there's unlimited supply of this stuff yet. So, yep, sorry folks, I'm holding out. But it's in Redcliffe. It's finally, Durian is finally back in Redcliffe. That's all I'll say for now. And if you really want Durian, start nagging those shops to get it in. And here's the supplier here. That's who you need to contact and start getting this stuff. Like, for God's sake, if we just all got to eat apples and oranges here in Australia, when are you going to give us some decent food? So yeah, there we go, that's it. And I had this sitting for a while. I found the last one I ate, it was almost completely thawed out when I ate it. And oh man, it was so good. So, you know, this one's almost ready to eat now too, I think. So I'll open it up. The Durian unboxing. And just let you see what you're missing out on. Now, I'm surprised with how good the quality is actually. I really am. I'm surprised. Oh, I can smell it already, just taking that plastic off. Yeah, there we go. Seeds removed. It's probably, you know, if you're looking at buying a whole fruit, you've got the skin and the seeds and everything. This is seedless and it's just perfect. Yeah, there we go. It's soft. It's almost thawed out now. And I'll give it a munch. It's almost thawed out. Oh yeah, it's so good, eh? So good. And if we're going to be stuck in this country, at least give us decent food. You can try and tell us Australia's got the best food produce in the world. Well, it should have, but it doesn't. It's just not true. The best food in the world is in Asia. The best fruit and produce is in the hands of the small farmers. You know, Australia's big mistake is they've wiped out all the small farmers. All the big multinational farmers have taken over, and now they give us garbage. Yeah, that is very good. Very, very, very good. Oh, superb. Still quite cold actually. Oh, that's just a great meal. Oh, I just want to savour it. I don't want to eat it too fast. And sweet and creamy. Reminds me of the filling in cheesecake actually a little bit. But it's got a taste all of its own. Oh, extremely good. I've just got to eat this slow, so you might get bored if you wait here while I'm eating the whole thing. So maybe I need to sign off for now while I enjoy this, savour it, every last morsel. I'll just show you again, that's the supplier. If you really want these things, get in contact with your local food suppliers, local supermarkets. Maybe the small supermarkets will show you some mercy and look into getting it, because that, you know, wow, that's just so good. It's worth every cent. It's absolutely delicious. From Thailand, 100% Durian, King Elephant brand. So amazingly good. Thank you, Thailand. Thank you for looking after us over here in Australia. All of us poor foreigners trapped in this country. And I'll just give you a look at some other fruit I bought you a couple of hours ago. Some very nice mangoes and some rubbish papaya. And hopefully, it's hot now, it's summer, so hopefully they'll ripen up a bit. But that's how they always give us papaya in this country. Well, certainly in this part of town. It's so hard to get a decent papaya, they just give us shit. I'm sorry, I'm just like saying it how it is, it's shit. Look how freaking green it is, like what do you do with that? You just gotta hope, that's a good brand too actually, that's a good brand. You can find much better than Skyberry. Skyberry's rubbish. This is a tastier variety, and they often sell them more ripe too, but maybe it's the supermarket I'm in that just insists on getting it this green all the time. So it'll sit on the shelf forever. And their reasoning, I don't know, maybe because nobody buys them, but nobody buys them because they're bloody green. You know? It's stupid. Stupid Australian supermarkets. We're all just starving here in our own country. But these mangoes though, they're really top quality. These are very good Kensington Prides. They were $3.50 each, so it's not cheap. But they should be very good. They certainly look very good, and I have eaten a few last week of the same brand. So yeah, that's my latest little haul for now. Now I get back to enjoying my Durian. Thanks for watching, my friends. Bye for now.